The world appears to you so overwhelmingly real because you think of it all the time. Cease thinking of it and it'll dissolve into thin mist. There is only one mistake you are making. You take the inner for the outer and the outer for the inner. What is in you, you take to be outside you, and what is outside you, you take to be in you. The mind and feelings are external, but you take them to be intimate. You believe the world to be objective, while it is entirely a projection of your psyche. That is the basic confusion. The illusion of helping people is mere imagination. In truth, you do not help others because there are no others. In reality, there are no others, and by helping yourself, you help everybody else. The real is simple, open, clear and kind, beautiful and joyous. It is completely free of contradictions. It is ever new, ever fresh, endlessly creative. Being and non-being, life and death, all distinctions merge in it. We love variety, the play of pain and pleasure. We are fascinated by contrast. For this, we need the opposites and their apparent separation. We enjoy them for a time and then get tired and crave for the peace and silence of pure being. All waiting is futile. To depend on time to solve our problems is self-delusion. The future, left to itself, merely repeats the past. Change can only happen now, never in the future. All we ever had was now. Earnestness is not a yearning for the fruits of one's endeavors. It is an expression of an inner shift of interest away from the false, the unessential, the personal. Your first task is to see the sorrow in you and around you. Your next, to long intensely for liberation. The very intensity of longing will guide you. You need no other guide. As long as you are engrossed in the world, you are unable to know yourself. To know yourself, turn away your attention from the world and turn it within. Most of the people vegetate but do not live. They merely gather expressions to enrich their memory, but experience is in denial of reality, which is neither sensory nor conceptual, neither of the body nor of the mind, though it includes and transcends them both. Unless you know yourself well, how can you know another? And when you know yourself, you are the other. There is nothing in the world you cannot know. When you know yourself, thinking yourself to be the body, you know the world as a collection of material things. When you know yourself as a center of consciousness, the world appears as the ocean of the mind. When you know yourself as you are in reality, you know the world as yourself. So many words you have learned, so many you have spoken. You know everything, but you know not yourself. For the self is not known through words. Only direct insight will reveal it. Look within, search within. How can an unsteady mind make itself steady? Of course it cannot. It is in the nature of the mind to roam about. All you could do is shift focus of consciousness beyond the mind. See everything as a dream, as a show, as a film. Stop hurting yourself and others. Stop suffering and wake up. When you begin to question your dream, awakening will not be far away. Even your own happiness is so vulnerable and short-lived, at the mercy of a bank crash or a stomach ulcer. It is just a moment of respite, a mere gap between two sorrows. Real happiness is not vulnerable because it does not depend on circumstances. Weak desires can be removed by introspection and meditation, but strong, deep-rooted ones must be fulfilled with their fruits, sweet or bitter tasted. Whenever a thought or emotion of desire or fear comes to your mind, just turn away from it. I'm not talking about suppression, just refuse attention. Nothing dies, the body is just imagined, there is no such thing. What is going on is a projection of your mind. A weak mind cannot control its own projections. Be aware, therefore, of the mind and its projections. You cannot control what you do not know. On the other hand, knowledge gives power. In practice, it is very simple to control yourself. Know thyself. And one day, it'll all make sense.